I bought the DJI Action 2 dual screen combo and I want to get good sound. So I learned about its directional audio settings with its onboard mics. But what about connecting external mics? Which ones work? Do I have to buy new mics or will the mics I already have work? Well, through trial and error, I think I've unlocked the secret. Hi, I'm Chuck, and like many of you, I bought the DJI Action 2 dual screen combo. Now it took me a while, but I found out what you need to hook up external mics to the Action 2. But before I go on, realize the DJI Action 2 is marketed towards consumers, and I'm a regular buyer like many of you. I'm not sponsored in any way, nor am I a technical engineer about these products. I'm only sharing my experience of what worked for me, and your experience may be different. Anyways, I put links to the products you'll see in the description below. I purchased the Action 2 on launch, and while it was on its way, I went online and looked at the manuals and quick start guides. But here's the thing, they don't tell you much. I'm one of those people who look at the manuals when I buy something, and most of the time, that's where I find out how things work. So if you're like that and you read manuals to figure things out too, let me know. Hit that like button below. Anyways, like I did with directional audio, I explored the DJI.com site and the DJI Action 2 FAQs. And here's one question under operations. Can I use an external microphone with the DJI Action 2? And their answer? You can connect DJI Action 2 with a third-party microphone through the USB-C port via the 3.5mm adapter. After reading that, I thought, what does that mean? Is this going to be like the original Osmo Pocket and Osmo Action? Is there going to be a separate adapter? So anyways, while my DJI Action 2 was on its way, I decided to order 2 USB-C mics to see if they'd work. I already have one that has a USB-C adapter, so last week after playing with the new Action, I tried them out. And just like with the directional audio, when you're in Pro mode, there are additional settings for external mics, so check them out. You can control the gain on the external mics if they're too high or too low. So you may need to adjust this depending on the mic you attach. One other thing to note is if you want to review and hear your footage through the onboard speakers, you may need to unplug the USB-C mic to preview the audio you recorded. So this is the first mic. It kind of looks like the Rode Video Micro, but it's the Siren C mic made by Lavalier. When you look at it side by side to the Action 2 dual screen combo, it's almost as big as the Action 2. And when plugged into the side of the camera, it looks huge. Let's see how it sounds. So attached to the DJI Action 2 now is the Siren C mic by Lavalier, and this is what it sounds like on the DJI Action 2. I have just the regular windscreen attached, and I'm going to put the dead cat on next because you'll be able to see that. So I'll show you what it looks like in just a moment. So this is what it looks like with the Siren C mic and the dead cat wood muff attached to it. It gets in the way of what you're seeing here in the video, so this is not going to be my mic of choice or the type of mic I would attach to the side of the DJI Action 2 because it's actually in the way of what I'm trying to film. So that's how it sounds, and with the dead cat attached to the mic, you can see it in the frame of your footage on the Action 2. The other thing to note is, since this is designed for smartphones and tablets with USB-C, it sticks out a little bit, and when you plug it in, it doesn't feel totally secure. But if you like mics like these, I'll put links to others you might try too. The next mic I tried was the Saramonic Smart Mic UC Mini. I've used another version of the Saramonic on my original Osmo Action, and it still does a great job. Now some users of that version have had some issues with it, so it may have been a quality issue or perhaps a third-party vendor issue, and that sometimes happens when you buy online. So beware and make sure you're actually buying from the manufacturer and their links on places like Amazon. But just like the Saramonic SRX M1 for my original Osmo Action, the UC Mini can be pointed or angled because of the hinged microphone head. But just be careful because the wires inside move and flex with a mic head. So here's a sound sample. This is a sound check with a Saramonic UC USB-C mic attached to the DJI Action 2. It's a little breezy out here in the park, and so I don't have a wind muff attached to the actual mic itself. It only has the windscreen that comes with the mic, and this is what it sounds like out here in the park on the DJI Action 2. Now the last mic I tried is the purple Panda lavalier that I keep in my travel bag. I use this with my other cameras, but what's different about this kit is it has a USB-C adapter for the purple Panda's TRS plug. Anyways, this is designed for smartphones and tablets, and this is what it sounds like. So this is a sound check with a purple Panda lavalier mic with a USB adapter attached to it, and this is what it sounds like on the DJI Action 2. So that was a purple Panda mic. It's actually the mic I've been using for most of my videos since I started this channel. So after trying these mics, I think I may have found the key that unlocks the mystery of how to hook up external mics to the DJI Action 2. It looks like DJI has made it easy so we can use any USB-C mic or adapter made for tablets and smartphones. And that's what all three of these mics have in common. Now that I know this, what about mics like the Rode Wireless Go, or if you have it, the Rode Wireless Go 2? Will they work? Well, the first thing to realize is most mics like the Rode Wireless Go 1 and 2 have TRS plugs that go into your camera or audio recorders. So you'll need a USB-C adapter that works for TRS mic input. And real quick, here's what a TRS plug looks like. TRS means tip, ring, sleeve. Those are the three metal contacts on the plugs with two black bands separating the metal parts. It's usually for one-way communication into or out of a device like a camera or audio recorder. So when I ordered the USB-C mics, I ordered these, USB-C to TRS mic adapters. These are designed for USB-C ports for tablets and smartphones, and they're designed to work for TRS mic inputs. They're both under $20. If you get adapters made for TRS audio earphones, they won't work, so read the specs when you order. The ones I have in this video are linked below. And the best part, they both work on the USB-C port of the DJI Action 2. Now the first one is made by Boya, and it's the BYK4, and I attached it to my Rode Wireless Go, and here's what it sounds like with a Wireless Go. So I've attached the Boya BYK4 to the DJI Action 2. Attached to that is a Rode Wireless Go receiver module, and so I'm wearing the wireless mic, and this is what it sounds like when it's attached to the DJI Action 2. The other USB-C to TRS mic adapter is the UCMA1 made by Movo, and since I already know this one works with the Action 2, I attached it to the Rode Video Micro. Here's what it looks like on the Ulanzi MT14 hand grip tripod I've been using with the DJI Action 2, and here's what it sounds like. So this time I'm changing it up. I've attached the Movo UCMA1 to the DJI Action 2, and attached to that is the Rode Video Micro with a big wind muff. Since I've attached it to the Ulanzi MT14, I've put it on the side of the actual tripod grip itself, so it's not in view of what you're seeing here in the video. So again, this is the Movo UCMA1 with the Rode Video Micro attached to the DJI Action 2. So wow, after all that, here's what I learned is the key to unlocking external sound on the DJI Action 2. If you're going to attach a mic directly to the USB-C port, it should be one made for smartphones, tablets, and computers. Also, if you want to adapt your current mics that you use for cameras with TRS plugs, simply use a USB-C adapter made for smartphones and tablets and make sure they're designed for TRS microphones. Now I've seen some creators use the digital USB-C output of some devices as inputs into the DJI Action 2, and the sound hasn't always worked out well. An example of this is using the Rode Wireless Go 2 and its USB-C port. But if you read the manual for the Rode Wireless Go 2, it's a pure digital output meant for processing on a computer or smartphone, so the individual gain controls for each mic don't work when you use the USB-C output. The manual says you're supposed to process that on a computer or smartphone using the Rode software. So read the manuals for your device when using a direct or digital output like the one on the Rode Wireless Go 2. But for me, since I already have microphones with TRS plugs, I'll keep it simple and use the USB-C to TRS mic adapters like the Boya BYK4 or the Movo UCMA1. Now if you want to hear more about directional sound on the DJI Action 2, click on this video. Thanks for watching, get out and film, and we'll see you in the next video.